Good morning, everybody. I hope this video finds you well. Here I am. I'm broadcasting here from my new digs, my new apartment in Zhongshan, and I am in a massive housing complex. It's all new. I've kind of downsized a little bit in the size. I'm at a space that's a little bit under 1/3 of what I've been living in before. And my wife, the missus, she kind of feels that, well, let's just take everything. So I have boxes all over the place, and I am just in the midst of trying to sort things out. But I wanted to go send out this this little broadcast, this little podcast, this little video, whatever you may wish to call it, to you all guys, tell you what's going on. So the subject of this video here, and though it may ramble, the subject of this video is moving into a new house in China. There's things that go on in China that you just don't see in elsewhere in the rest of the world, and to the life of me, it's not being reported on because most of the expats who move to China don't have the same experiences that I have. Many don't own a company, or if they do, they don't video. So you have to be not only somebody who communicates in video blogs, but also you have to be somebody who is got roots. Kid in school, buying houses, running and owning businesses. You got to have all that stuff. That's what I offered to the table, amongst other things, which we'll talk about at some other late date. In many ways, I am just like you guys. I really am. The only difference is I'm in China, and so things are a little bit different here, and they're handled differently. And the first thing you have to understand is once there's these building complexes, they're everywhere. They're going up here, and they're going up there, and they're going up everywhere. These are massive building complexes. You probably have read about them. They call them ghost cities. They're not ghost cities. They're housing complexes. And it takes a while to fill in a 5,000 apartment complex, don't you know? But they don't tell you these things. Not if you're the ignorant in the West. So I guess you could say that I'm now in a fully populated ghost city. It's a nice place. What you do, the prices for these places depend on when they're made. When it's conceptualized, the prices are really low. You can snag up a place really cheap. When it's under construction, the prices it increases, but it's still relatively cheap. Once it's manufactured, then the prices become the normal for the area. And depending upon where you live over time, of course, it all appreciates because the population of China is growing while land is finite. And the population and the areas where you live, how it's growing and everything depends on the net value of the property. In my case, I am living in beautiful Zhuhai in the Guangzhou corridor, the Silicon Valley of China. For those of you who are still reading the news in the West, I call it news. It really shouldn't be called news. It should be called propaganda, but there's no term for it. You still reading the garbage out of the West, right? Well, the garbage is still, as of just recently, maybe a month ago, they're saying it's going to be 1 or 2 decades before China catches up to Taiwanese 7nm technology for IC chips. Well, China's been shipping 7nm IC chips for at least a year now, and they're working on 3nm. And for those of you who don't understand how technology works, because maybe you are somebody who is in politics or a member of finance, insurance, real estate, don't get it, don't understand that it's people's knowledge and the ability to innovate which causes these breakthroughs, not how much money you throw at things, not how things look on a ledger. Though, I have to admit, people in the United States, certainly the government, don't seem to know how to read balance sheets because they are massively in the debt. But that's another subject for another time. When you go ahead and purchase a place, and I did because I'm a cheapskate. Not that I'm really a cheapskate. It's just that I don't have money to burn, and so I leverage what I have to the best of my ability. And so we bought this place. My value, it's undervalued in my mind. It's undervalued for what its actual worth is, and given the way that the Guangzhou corridor is growing, I'm anticipating some growth. I could be wrong, but I thought it would be a good investment. So this is a complex that's built on the other side of Zhuhai in a more rural section. Views outside my porch and everything has fields and small villages and such. That's fine. Except from swarms of mosquitoes that seem to bombard this place, but that's my morning slurp, by the way. The coffee's good. Morning slurp. It's good. And it's a pretty good investment in my mind. I could be wrong again, but this is what we got. And we downsized too, because, we don't have an unlimited budget. You budget with what you can live with, okay? And already this is going to stretch my already stretched budget, but if you don't take chances. But anyways, so we're moved in. Now, so they're constructing all these high rises in this complex. Each time a building is constructed, you're allowed to move in. And so when they gave the go-ahead to move into this building, we, with everybody else, moved in. And it was like a carnival. In fact, I've got videos showing what a carnival life it actually was. And by all means, check it out. My building opens up today. So these are all the people who moved into my building. And they're all coming in. All these little kiosks are registration tables and sign-ups for banks, Wi-Fi, electricity, water, everything's all here together, along with snacks that you can eat. Watermelon's always big here in China. Lots of snacks. Our Kongtiao, our air conditioners are, the truck is outside right now. The girl who's helping us, she's getting that truck. The missus is there with the kid. Here's a refrigerator. They're promoting. A lot of the people who are buying these homes are with little kids.
That's right. Very few expats buy homes or property in China. So obviously nobody ever records what it's like to buy a home in one of these complexes in China. This is stuff you won't find anywhere else. This line of tables is a process, and you go through this process to get things. At the end, they'll give you a free umbrella. Woo! Party time, people. A lot of excitement. It's electric with people moving, getting the keys. Now the rule is that once the air conditioning is delivered, it has to sit for a day or two before it can be installed. This is a government law for the new complexes, and I don't understand it. But it's the law, and I'm sure they did it for some reason. It's not arbitrary like laws are in the United States. My daughter, she's just enjoying the moment. Ray Ray. Hey, sweetie. You excited? You excited, sweetie? Huh? Just quaffing that water down. All those people in the red vests are volunteers. To be a member of the Communist Party and thus have the ability to vote, you have to volunteer. People who participate in society get to vote. Those that don't participate don't. Here we are taking our household papers to the manager to get our key and then pay the management fees for the first couple of months. The procedure is written down clearly. In steps. This woman's got the right idea. She's got the right idea. I can't fault that. Good child control. And this procedure goes on. You don't need to see the whole thing. I don't need to film the entire thing. It's just paperwork, verification, double, triple IDs, and all the rest. And then off to the next table. Okay, this is table 2. Going through all the paperwork. That's what all these people are doing. Families with their kids in tow, buying their house, showing the proof of payments and bank information, identification cards, and all the rest. Proof of contractual applications and contractual obligations. Yeah. Hey, Ray Ray, sweetie, how you doing, dear? You smile for Daddy? Not quite. This woman that's holding my daughter is not my wife. She is a friend who's helping us. In China, it's very important to have friends. Not just in China, but in anywhere else. Friends will help you. Surrounded by friends, you can accomplish anything. And when they ask us, we will help them. We will not say, well, let me check my schedule. We will say, okay, and then we deal with it. You'll notice that everybody's wearing masks, or most people are. Because after all, this is China. China takes coronavirus very seriously. They don't believe it's some kind of vax hoax. Having friends to double check your work is helpful. They give you a second set of eyes. You don't rely on yourself or your family. You have your friends and your family. Being part of a community is something very important, and having friends is very, very important. It's got to be top on your agenda if you move to a new area, or even in your old, long-standing environment. You must have friends, and good friends, that will help you no matter what. QR code scanning, thumbprint identification, bank transfer funds, all automatic. It's a process, sort of like signing up for university courses. For those of you who have attended college, it's just like that. Though I have to admit, it's far better organized than anything that I saw at any college. When I went to university, we all had to endure long, long lines. And they have an application, of course. Everybody has an application in China. And so you definitely, you scan in and you upload the app, and you're now got an application to pay bills and communicate to management and handle all the issues that may arise. It's all very automatic here. This volunteer is going to help us take and go to the next step. He's showing us. Yeah, that's the Communist Party, staffed by volunteers. Tell me how the Democrat Party or the Republican Party helps you move, helps you in your day-to-day bills, helps you getting your kid registered for school. Please, tell me how they help. I'm very interested in hearing how the American political parties help you. These are mailboxes. Every house has a mailbox. Normally, we get packages, not mail.
Once we went through all these various formalities and everything and ate our complimentary watermelon and lots of water. We're drinking lots and lots of water because it's very, very hot. It's in the hundreds. It's unusually hot for Zhuhai, actually. And very, very humid. Actually, no. It seems very humid. It's not that humid for some reason. But it's still ungodly hot. Everybody's hydrating. I usually drink this stuff here, which is Hongfu Spring. It's everywhere in China. It's just basic water. They say it's spring water. I don't know what it is, just plain water. Water is water, if you ask me. Though my first wife, she had a spring on her property, and it did have a nice flavor to it. But, mineral water is often overrated because the argument is that the minerals give flavor to the water. And yes, it's true, it does. But just because it gives flavor doesn't mean it's a good flavor. Water is water. I need to hydrate. So we're all hydrating. And everybody's hydrating when you go through this sign-up period. And basically, you're doing all the legal formalities and setting up the Wi-Fi and getting your new phone numbers, because I'm moving to another area. So I crossed a border, and so I get a new phone number. A lot of stuff. So we're doing all this stuff, and finally, once we have all that, we got the key, and then we go on in. Now, as I've mentioned in the video, but I'm going to say it again, you'll notice that I've got a couple of friends with us, of course, my wife and kid. My wife, she's carrying all the documents. The friends are carrying the kid. Okay? It just seems to work that way. I stress over and over and over again the importance of having friends. She's helped us out in the last couple of days a whole bunch. Tonight we're going to go have a nice meal. Eat, drink, and be merry. Housewarming party. Got some friends coming. down from Guangzhou, going to visit, We're just going to have a nice meal. We'll probably go home. I'll turn off sleep. They'll go play mahjong. It's all good. Friends, man. Here's to friends. Here's to friends to help me. Friends. We all need friends. Don't isolate. Treasure your friends. They ask you to do something, you do it. You don't say, well, tell me more about it. No, you just say, okay, when do you want me to show up? People, we have to up our game. We have to up our game. Say, oh, we're doing this and I need your help. They say, sure. I don't know what you want me to do, but I'll do it. She took off 2 days from work to help us. She didn't say, oh, but I got important meetings or this and that. Just took it off. Friends. Important stuff. I'm going to do another morning slurp. I'm going to continue. That's good, Joe. I'm not munching on any toast or anything right now because we can't find the toaster. And to keep the eggs alive, I hard-boiled all the damn eggs for transportation. So now I've got 36 eggs. I'm going to have to eat 36 hard-boiled eggs. I think I'm going to probably be eating egg salad sandwiches into the next week. I tell you what. By the way, a good recipe for egg salad sandwiches is not only do you just, mix it up with the mayonnaise and the salt and pepper and that. You cut up a little bit of celery. Don't overdo it in the celery. I know. Let's use up those. No. Don't use all this. Some crisp celery, cut it up really small and fine. A little bit of onion leeks, always good. If you've got access to leeks, go ahead, add a little bit of leek. And yellow mustard, just a little bit of yellow mustard. It's good. Now, I prefer eating my egg salad sandwiches on a little bit of lettuce, on toasted bread. And all right, now this is going to sound really weird to you guys, but I like a couple of slices of tomato on top of it. What I do is I make sure the tomatoes are good and ripe, and then I slice them a little bit, and then I add olive oil and salt. I just mix it together, pop it on top. And then I cut them in fours. I like to eat it that way. That's just me. Whatever makes your boat float. Well, anyways, I'm not doing that right now, but I'll probably be doing it this week. So if you're thinking about egg salad sandwiches, you can think of me in that process, okay? So, what was I talking about? Oh, I had my slurp of coffee. Oh, and so when you move and you go up to the house. So we went on up to the house. This is kind of what the house looks like. Of course, this is what it was before we moved all damn belongings in. It was pretty damn empty. And they were just installing the air conditioning because it's a new house, right? So we have to have air conditioning. This is not like you're in Detroit or Boston or anything where you can live without an air conditioner. Trust me, people, you need an air conditioner, especially in southern China. And so we installed 3 air conditioners, maybe 4, 3 air conditioners. It's a small place, but these are room-sized air conditioners. I did not want a central air conditioner. Now the other house we're buying another house. We're buying another house. Shoot. Okay, the wife's buying another house. Okay. That house has central air, and I have a bad experience with central air from my last house. But we'll see what happens. That one's got double and triple pane glass, so it may be a different experience. We'll see. So anyways, this is the video of what it's like moving into my little tiny place. And now, people, don't you get all haughty on MM here because, oh, your place is so small, it's so pathetic, look at it, it's just plain. My living room is bigger than your house. Please, guys, give me a break, all right? Construction of these places are stone and cement. Facing is real stone, not fake stone. Countertops are real stone, not quartz. Windows are aluminum, single and double paned. They're not vinyl plastic. Okay? And we don't have a lawn to mow because our building fee takes care of all the groundskeeping with all the maids and the maintenance folk, as well as the security guards. We got lots and lots of security guards. Have a check out my place. Okay, let's open our house, see how it looks. This is the first time we're seeing it since we bought it, because we bought it before it was made. So let's have a look-see, huh? Okay. All right. There's our air conditioner. It's a nice little place. Here's the view from the porch. Got a nice rural view. Definitely a rural view. Let's check out MM's new kitchen. Kind of small, but hey, you know, it's okay. We'll work something out here. This is where the dog will live. It's okay. And the rooms. Bathroom. All these little houses over here are village houses. This is typical. This is sort of the equivalent of American homes in the rural communities. In China, they generally build 3 or 4 story single family homes. So this is my view now from where I'm going to be living here, at least for a couple of years until I move to my other new house. This is in Zhongshan, by the way. Over yonder that you see there is Zhuhai. That's the pavilion that I filmed. Little room. Yeah, my kid likes this place. Master bedroom here. Needs curtains. I'm in the basement near the parking garage. All buildings in China are built to withstand natural disasters or wars. This is a blast door as opposed to this, which is a fire door. This is the electrical box room. Ooh, getting dark here. Go through this mazy labyrinth in the basement. Yeah, it's chill. Oh, look at the size of this door. This door here opens up into the parking garage. Wow. I know you're gonna say it's not that great. I know, but it's okay for me, and it's all I really need. Two bed. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, but we're using the 1 bedroom as junk storage because, like I said, we got lots and lots of stuff. And my wife, I got to tell you, she's got thing with clothes. She will not throw anything away, and she insists that I keep my clothes. I mean, it's been 10 years since I wore them. Doesn't fit me worth shit, but she insists that I keep it. So, God, I don't know. So I got it. We got the stuff. We got clothes. We got a little porch. We got a little back porch for the dog. He is old. He is completely bewildered. The only way he knows how to get around is to pee everywhere. So he's got a little place. At least he won't get lost when he's peeing from one corner to the other. It's a dog's life. But he's on the porch. He should be able to smell the great country smells from the gardens and the farm fields nearby, don't you think? I would think so. Anyways, so that's pretty much the inside of the house, what it looks like, and you see some of the porches and stuff. Now, of course, if I filmed right now, you'd be like, "MM, what are you doing with all this junk?" And it's like, don't have to tell me nothing, okay? I understand. So, but we're setting that things up the way we want to, and that's all that matters, right? However you handle your household is good for you. This is how I handle my household. It's not perfect. I've seen better run households, but this is okay for me. And the temperature is so hot now that the gas isn't hooked up, so I'm taking cold showers, and it's totally comfortable. It's totally comfortable. We'll get the gas hooked up later on today. This weekend, come Monday, I got to go on. I've got to go to Shenzhen, deal with the paperwork for the other house we're buying. And guys, I'm talking about buying these houses and stuff. I don't want you guys to think that houses in China are cheap. They're not. I don't want you to think that I'm rich, because I'm not. I don't want you to think that I have some kind of advantage because I'm a Weigerin, a foreign face. Those of you who are expats know what kind of advantages you get, right? Not many. Not many at all. The only thing that kept any advantage that I got from being a foreigner in China was the Hollywood image of what America was, and that has been completely tarnished. People think America is pretty much a loony bin right now, a mismanaged cesspool. That's what China thinks. Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff going on concerning Pulaski's visit. Did you know that the official policy is strategic ambiguity? That's the Biden policy. Do you know what that means, right? Strategic ambiguity? It means you lie and then do the opposite. It's called strategic ambiguity. It's called lying to your face and then doing whatever the fuck you want. Strategic ambiguity. But I should do a video on that. I will call it strategic ambiguity. How to be a jackass in politics. Anyways, so moved. We just pass out from exhaustion early in the night and then wake up first thing in the morning and rearrange boxes and unpack and pack and do all kinds of stuff. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to try to get some stuff out as I can. As you see, things are a little bit lean over the last couple of days. Don't freak, people. Don't you dare freak. That's just normal. Because I'm busy right now. And what's next? Well, in the house, once everything gets settled, I will now be commuting to my offices. Either ride a bike or take a bus or ride share. I don't have a car. I don't want a car. We were thinking about getting a car, but we bought a house instead. And it'll be okay. I take bus 992 straight there. It'll be a little bit of a change, but people, you have to adapt, you have to change. That's what life is all about. It'll give me some MM time. We'll see. In the meantime, everything's going good here. We got to figure out where the grocery stores are and everything. We're in the village rural sections of Zhuhai, so things are substantially cheaper, and it's fine with me. So it's a lower cost of living, and it's nice. The Zhuhai area that I was living in, the Jida area, is just, they're putting up skyscrapers everywhere around my house there. So what are you thinking? 1, 2? No, I'm talking about 15, 25. They're putting up literally 60-story skyscrapers are booming everywhere. And so if we would have bought that house over there instead of this one, it would have certainly gone up in value. But we didn't, because we didn't have the money to pay the prices, but we do have the money to pay for this one, and we're hoping that this one will turn out and pan out fine. And that's a little bit for MM. Now, a little bit of philosophical thought. Wherever you're at, you have to be growing. If you have a stable job in a nice place you like, then maintain it and improve it. If you are looking to go to a place to build a life, then you have to go to a place that's growing. You do not go to a place that is dying, decaying, or staying the same. You need to go to a dynamic, growing area. Okay? That's what you need to do. And that's what I'm doing. Whatever you do in life, I hope that you make the best decisions and have the tailwind at your back so that you're moving full force on a nice evening run. And I hope that your life is filled with good, delicious food, great friends, happy times, pleasurable experiences. And at that, people, take care and know, well, I believe.
心脏在眼里散了架，眼中的光渐渐融化，无法再挣扎。沙漠里那孤独的花，周围全是刺骨风沙。镜子里的能否回答，花会不会倒下？那是谁镜中忘掉了梦里水月镜花？ 谁的一脚踩踏入谁的圈